How's it going, my lovely Death Disciples? I am the Shattered Reaper, and today we are going to continue our Heralds of Ariel campaign, where last we left off, we had been caught in a little bit of a civil war between the Eataine faction and the Illyrian faction, where Eataine is obviously gaining quite a bit of a foothold, and, well, let's just say, we kind of had a little bit to gain from it as well. But, of course, this did come at a bit of a diplomatic cost where we are no longer trustworthy because we decided to take a side in the war, which was Eataine, i.e. the best faction ever because Tyrion motherfuckers. And, and at the moment he does have Queen Alariel here, so I think it's official at this point that they have reached third base right now. So, like, you know. And, you know, we always gotta be on the side that Alariel's on, so, like, you know, it's kind of our sisterly thing, like, you know, Alariel and Ariel gotta stick together, be on the same side here, you know what I'm saying? And, also, fuck Morathi, because she's a bitch. And, with that case being said, Illyrian has come to basically an end, and, actually, now that I think about it, Tyrion was the one that started the war. Not entirely sure why, because everything was perfectly fine, but I guess he just wanted one less Asturian faction to be independent on Ulthuan, and just kind of unite it. Wait a minute. I hope he doesn't get any bad ideas in his mind about wanting Guy and Vale back again, after that first time they tried to retake Guy and Vale. I hope that's not the case. Anyway, and back over in on the continent, whatever this continent is called, Nagoroth, we have the Sisters of Twilight, and we also have a little bit of a problem with Clan Moulder. As you can see, they have ransacked the northern settlements that were not heavily defended or garrisoned, because they can't be, really. They're level 1 forest lookout posts. So now, they've just been doing that, but the moment they see the Sisters of Twilight, they're just like, nope, not dealing with that. And while that may have been the right response, it's not the response that makes me all that happy. So, I will take that personally. Let's see, what do we have here? Lord Deus sends word, yes, let's see. Naestra pays her respect and leaves. Death is pleased, -2 turns until next forge for Death. Equipment increased power lasts 2 turns. We'll revert to... Okay, so this is for the reforged Twilight Horn. We're just gonna have Naestra pay her respects and leave. Doesn't seem like it's gonna do anything, but I don't want to degrade my Twilight Horn.
You are too kind, Lord Day.
Itching for fresh battle.
Well, to be fair, nothing was even really made, so, you know.
Finally a fight.
Anyway, I've got some
This is
Skaven
the
I need to
life.
genocide.
Infused by Orion's might.
I mean, while it did say that I occupied the settlement, we all know that, as a matter of fact, I murdered every single Skaven that was present. That's simply just the way these things work. They should know better. Let's see, so how about we get ourselves Swift and Lethal? I think that serves best. A little bit of speediness, especially on our Dragon Boy, yeah, seems pretty good. May as well just give you points that won't ever be used, honestly. Let's see. How about we up your spell power with Apotheosis? And we'll rebuild this Daldrock's Lair, and let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get the World Roots. The World Root pathway here.
Awaiting duty.
And, I am gonna be coming for you next, Hagrief. I'd very much like to have that back. I'd very much like to have my connection with Mathlan, thank you very much. And, in case you didn't know and you're wondering why my voice sounds a bit odd, it's kind of because I'm recovering from fever. Actually, it's still kind of there, and, it's just kind of something that's been bothering me. I had to skip class today because of it, and, yeah, I was still able to get some work done. And, in case any of you are worrying about whether this could actually just be my seasonal fever, which it is around this time where I get my seasonal fever, I did also go ahead to see if maybe it might have been something worse by taking a questionnaire, since that's the best I could do, because getting a take-home test would have cost a bunch of money, and, well, the clinic here on campus isn't open, like, at all, so getting a test from them is kinda not an option at the moment. I did try, but yeah, the clinic's just shut down right now, so it's kind of leaving me with limited options at the moment, so I'm just trying to make the best of what I can. And doing whatever it is that I can, really. But anyway, that's all that's been going on over here, and all things are well, considering everything, at the very least. We do still have Marathi to take care of at the moment, but yeah, we'll deal with that at some other time. As soon as we take care of every single Skaven that is existing in this plane of existence. Because, oh, are they absolutely just... They just make me really want to let out my genocidal feelings against them. But you know what? At the very least, I am allowed and justified in genocide in this case, because the Skaven are not actually people. They are worse than people. They are arrogant, genocidal themselves, every single one of them. And, yeah, I think it's only fair that genocide be committed upon them. Also, they're pathetic. So, you know. And it appears that they have decided to besiege the System Twilight. Interesting. Servants to Chaos have been destroyed. Warband of the Hound have been destroyed. Well, I wonder if it may be a sign from the gods of Chaos that maybe their whole religion just isn't working out. Shame. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get Treesinger Hilvakas on his way to Tor Elir so that we can get some more of that delicious, precious elven wine. We need to have as much of the elven wine as possible to show that we are the best at making elven wine, for that is the absolute only way we can... Wait, hold on a second. Is that kind of making me sound like if we are the only ones making wine, we can only... It could only mean we're the best? Okay, ignore what I just said.
Bring me battle!
Anyway, just as a very important theory was made, a very important key theory was made, just like the walls were meant to keep Levi in from slaughtering all the Titans, you did not realize that the settlement was meant just to keep the Sisters of Twilight from genociding the Skaven. Not that there would have been anyone who would have complained. Oh, and just like that, you run away like a little bitch. Who would have guessed? Which makes me wonder, why did you besiege in the first place?
The forest's vengeance!
Anyway, time for you to die.
We fight for the forest.
Oh, would you look at that? All of them
An arrow
died.
in the head. This is the price you pay.
And we'll go
Forgive
ahead
us.
and... Oh, wait.
There is no other way.
Oh, please. No one cares, Naestra. They're Skaven. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and abduct them for tree fruit so that our
Seeking
elven
purity.
men and women can live. Skitch's Scuttle is dead, Liv is dead, and Morphin Rot is dead. Names that no one will ever remember after having said it. Eternal God Commander, and don't you try to rewind just so that you could challenge me on that. First of all, it's a meaningless challenge. Second of all, why would you? And third of all, it's like, I'm gonna know. I'm still gonna know, it's not gonna mean anything. Anyway, leadership for Eternal Guard and an Elder Scout. Got plenty of those to be used.
When do we fight?
Only when necessary.
Which is all the time when it comes to Skaven. Anyway, more swift and lethal for you gals. More specialists for you, specialist. And let's see now, finish off that apotheosis.
Twilight Twins.
And we'll go ahead and take care of
Spreading
Claire
harmony.
Carond.
To battle, sister.
Battle. A regrettable necessity.
Occupy the place. Damn right, I'll take it. I mean, after all, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine. Besides, I'd very
Itching
much
for
like to have my
fresh
very nice and
battle.
beautiful trees back in the land instead of having to worry about any Skaven trying to ruin the landscape. I mean, come on now. We're supposed to be civilized about these things. I do not want any disgusting vermin ruining my beautiful, precious forests. That's just absolutely unsanitary and disgraceful. And I will never forgive such an act. Not that you are anywhere close to being forgiven, considering your existence. Alright then, so the Shadowwood has some more kindreds, beautiful, and Ivris is dealing with both Hmong and Clan Moulder. I didn't think they would have any business in the northern continent area of Nagorothi. And that was a fleet that just disappeared off into the sea. Hopefully Ulthuan will be able to take care of that.
New wisdom, beauty, and power.
Oh, would you look at that? Ariel leveled up. I love her voice line. The orcs are coming, not the sophisticated bunch that hangs out in captured dwarf holds, but the more rural boys that wander the South Badlands. Yeah, so nomadic horde of extra fighty savage orcs are close and could threaten your forces. Best be proactive against this lot before Mork, or Gork, leads them right into your realm. As if I have not done enough for you. I mean, sure, I fought against a bunch of you at the beginning of the campaign, but I didn't annihilate your faction. It just kind of died to somebody else, and I took most of the land, is all. And, I freed your brethren. Okay? Does that mean nothing to you? Does none of that mean anything, good sir? Oh wait, that's right, you're not the sophisticated type, so that kind of language wouldn't work. Oh well, I am still superior, so you know. I am the better man, obviously. Or in this case, better women. You know. Anyway, let's have you get better replenishment, and let's see. I kind of want to make sure that that Skaven clan is ultimately taken care of, so that it's one less Skaven faction to worry about. I mean, I did already deal with a bunch of Clan Moulder's military power, so I think that could give me a little bit of breathing room to just take care of this clan.
I am bored.
Also, really recommend the as you can tell. And let's see, nothing to build in the Witchwood. Everything's all nice and well taken care of. Good. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Before I recruit a new lord, let's see what offices are open. Let's see. Beastbinder of Kurnos, Glamour Weaver of Loic, High Weaver. Well, we have to have somebody for Kurnos, so, I mean, let's just get someone for Kurnos.
The Waker of Trees.
Well, the first things first, we should probably beef this army out a little bit more. How about we get yourself some Wildwood Rangers? And some Spellsingers. Yeah, that'll do. Just get a couple of those each.
I would never let you die.
Nor I you.
I always cherish the moments where they actually say lines where they cherish each other so much.
Harmony of spring.
Thrill of the hunt.
You both just work so well, you two. I just don't understand how you could possibly get into such fights and arguments. It's just beyond me, really. Anyway, Illyrian is still around, so, you know, as the good ally I am, I should go ahead and deal with this foe. And probably take all the land for myself, nothing to worry about. It's just a little bit of compensation for my efforts in being able to end this war as peacefully and with as little death as possible. Although I am going to abduct the captives for tree food. Don't worry about that. Also, I'm gonna get some armor of fortune. Sorry about that, Asurians, but, you know, it's just the business of war. Confident attacker for our tree singer to help unite the province's lords of Asur. Such high-minded ways and pure ideals count for nothing when you're worm food. Well, actually, tree food. We prefer that. But worm food does also work in this sense. We like to think of all of the animals, you know? That's just how we operate. Achieve victory over the Asurians multiple times. Leadership +5 when fighting against Asurians for tree singer Tholokas. I mean, he definitely has done a lot of work, you being able to unite everyone and be able to bring the Asurians under one leadership, well, technically two. And no, I'm not going to raise the place. We are not fighting against Skaven after all, and besides, I have plenty of money. So I think we will be more than capable of being benevolent conquerors to the Assyrians. I mean, after all, they are our brethren, so it's only fair. And once again, we're not dealing with Skaven. Skaven are the only ones that deserve genocide. And also Beastmen. They also deserve genocide. And also the Norskins. Norskins are a definite. Maybe not all of the Norskins? I don't know. I mean, it depends on how often they commit genocide, and if there's such a good thing as a just Norskin. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I have no idea, honestly, so I won't be too quick to judge. But definitely the Forces of Chaos 100% do not deserve to live. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's see now. Oh, that's
The Sisters of
We have to wait
Twilight.
one more turn for you guys to do your thing. Oh, that's right, I have the ultimate unit of the Stag Knights. I should get those for you girls. I mean, come on, it's only fair that I do that. I mean, you deserve it. Besides, our one unit of Stag Knights could use some friends. Even if they are ghostly spirits of Stag Knights. I'm sure they'll have plenty to talk about, like what it's like after they die. Do they just disappear under the trees, or what happens? Begs the question. Although then again, we do burn the bodies of our elven brothers and sisters, so... something to think about, I suppose. Oh, and would you look at that, Eataine, and it looks like Tyrion and Ulthuan are able to actually get along, and also Ulthuan probably having that sort of tsundere relationship with Alariel, even though Tyrion definitely called dibs on Alariel. I don't know, I just kind of like to, for some reason, think of a secondary relationship between Ulthuan and Alariel for some reason. I have no idea why, but it just seems so cute to me. Just maybe don't tell Tyrion, because he would probably kill me with his flaming sword and burn me to cinders. Yeah, probably a good idea not to. Anyway, seems like Illyrian has been destroyed, and peace has finally been restored to Ulthuan once more. A paradise where all elves of different kinds, except for Druchii, can live in peace and harmony, because we don't really care for the slaving lives of Druchii. They suck. And unfortunately, they do not suck cock. It's a shame, but even if they did, their lips would be too cold, which makes it, a little bit uncomfortable, so, you know, ew. Anyway, so Adioth, bringer of fire, wrath and fire, the gifts that Adioth offers those who worship him. Fire resistance, 25% for all elf units, weapon strength plus 15% for forest dragons, so obviously the thing we want. For Seath and Har. And, let's see what to give you now. Alright, transformation of KHAINE'S, so we could get them great eagles. Seems like a pretty good deal to me.
Craving prey.
Oh, this place wasn't even colonized. Well, may as well honor Vol.
My arrows grow keener.
I mean, after all, we have the great smith of Vol, basically the uncle of the sisters, so, we're kind of bound to do that. Anyway, let's see, Wings of the Forest, weapon strength plus 6% for Hawk Riders, hold on a second, what do we have more of? We definitely have a lot of archers, obviously. But... okay, let's see. We do have a couple of Hawk Riders, and, well, we do have more Eternal Guards. I'm just not entirely sure if I want to give the buff for them is all, but... maybe, I suppose we should. Melee attack for Eternal Guard and Dryad units? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's give them a little bit of a buff in there, since they do provide a nice front line. Let's see, we do have some amber, so why don't we see what tree we honor this time? Do we honor the Poplar? Growth plus 25, recruitment duration minus 1 turn for all units. Seems pretty decent. Casualty replenishment rate plus 5% for territory. Missile resistance plus 10% for Dryad, Treekin, and Treeman units. I know it would definitely benefit one army. Wisdom v Ash, oh, that would also benefit a few other armies. Wisdom of the Oak can come from settlement buildings, not really something that I need to worry about on, obviously. Wisdom of the Ancients. Winds of Magic cost -1 for Lore of Beasts, and Bound Spell Flock of Doom for all Ancient Tree Man Lords. Ooh, okay, I like where this is going. But do I go for Wisdom of Ash, or Wisdom of the Ancients? Because, I mean, I only have one Tree Man Lord, and I can only have one Tree Singer, so... I mean, I could have a champion for for Ariel. But I think I'm gonna go for Wisdom of the Ash for arrows for days. Gotta make sure the meme stays alive, if it even is a meme. But it's a weapon for days, so it is a meme.
I weave the living forest.
Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and upgrade you. And, I'm not gonna do the Ritual of Rebirth just yet, because again,
Tree Singer.
I do want to make sure that I get the other force, because I feel like if I do a Ritual of Rebirth here, when I haven't done the other force, it might lead to a bad ending. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but I still want to be sure. I just want to be sure is all. Anyway, so, so far things are looking pretty good at the moment, so excellent. And since the war is done and over with, I suppose we could just send Thilvokas over to back to KHAINE'S Vale, so that he can just, replenish and, be able to enjoy the peace and quiet. And we can just enjoy our fine wine, thanks to the rightful taking of Tor Elir. Maybe also just have a little fun with them, oh wait, this is a pasture, not them dank medicinal herbs. My bad. Oh wait, although there... Oh, there is trouble a-brewing, and I must be there to get it. So, Tree Singer Thilvokas, I am demanding that you go on another mission, because it is important in the name of all elven kin. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, they're just a Norscan faction, so, like, you know, whatever, I'm up for it. Plus, it's not like they're even on my border, so, you know. Well, this one kinda is on my border, though. But, I mean, I do have a couple of armies prepared to strike at her, so, you know, I can do that. It's just kind of also have a problem to the north with Clan Mulder. Just a slight problem, is all. A small one. Just, they like to wreak havoc amongst my settlements, is all.
Last audience. Squander it, and doom will follow.
I mean, you know things are gonna get fucked when they both speak the same words, especially that threateningly. So, Greebits, I hope you have a good offer. That is quite a lot of money. And, you are quite far away from the Clan Mulder borders, as I recall, but, you know, I could probably use whatever help I can get. Plus, I have money for days, so, like, you know, go ahead and take it, I don't care. But you better be able to supply some help. I am paying you for a reason. And, since I have gold for days, I'm gonna honor Cain this time. Especially since I have a special mission that involves Cain. And, let's go ahead and get a new talisman, Eagle Mask. Very nice. Anyway, onward, warriors! We have a special mission to deal with, and it involves taking care of these chaos bitches. Oh, well, I guess I can't attack them. But I will do something about them. Except, I can't. Because I can't declare war on them. So,
So bored.
So impatient.
well, I mean, we kind of do need the casualty
Serene
replenishment as soon as possible, you know,
Tempestuous
because of, we are now at war with, Marathi at the moment.
Spellweaver.
And, let's see now. Okay, what to get you? What do you have a lot of again? Let's see, you have a few archers, you've got some nuclear hawk riders, you've got a couple of wildwood rangers, and a bunch of crazy, motherfucking insane blade singers. that obviously will wreck the ever-living shit out of everyone. But, I think we still need time for you to be able to get some new units. Just, let's get some more nuclear Hawk Riders, and I must. You know I must. We all know I must. It is a necessity. And let's see, what new thing can we get for you, as I was thinking about. Right. Rain of Spines, reload time reduction. I mean, it would benefit our, speed for elven units. Well, we could definitely use plenty of that in moments to come. So yeah, speed of the hunter, go for it. I mean, these people definitely need to be speedy as all fuck, in all honesty, because the more speed, the more just absolute insane fuckery we could give the Druki, without a doubt. Anyway, so research, what to do here? Authority, Lady of Desires. Now, I don't know what it is she has to do with the Druki, exactly. I mean, why can't Authority just be like, you know, a good Lady of Desires? I mean, remember Aphrodite? Sure, she could be a little bit jealous at times, but at the same time, in general, she's not that bad. She can be a bit of an overprotective mother, unlike Hera, who's just an inconsiderate bitch all the time, whether it be Zeus's other lovers, his children that are not born of her, or even of her own children. Hera's just kind of a bitch that way, if I'm being perfectly honest. She really is. Global recruitment capacity +2. Oh, that does seem very nice, though. Aerith Kyle, the Pale Queen. In her dark and gloomy kingdom, Aerith Kyle plots new ways to reclaim the souls of the dead from Slaanesh. Oh, well, that's all I needed to hear. I mean, fuck Slaanesh, in all honesty. I mean, really, fuck that absolute bitch. Whether Slaanesh is a he or a she, I don't really know. But as someone who is mostly an elf in these games, I refer to Slaanesh as a she, but it might be more appropriate to go with they. I think that might probably be a better idea, in a sense. But at the same time, fuck Slaanesh. You know what Slaanesh is responsible for? I mean, sure, they're the chaos god of all pleasure and all of that, but at the same time, Slaanesh has to be all like, oh, you're not gonna be able to reach your pleasurable limit. You have to go to more extreme measures now. So if you want that pleasure, you gotta work harder at that, you little bitch. And to that I say, fuck you, Slaanesh. I just want to be able to get drunk, and I do not want you to make it harder for me to get drunk, okay, you bitch? And also, I do not want you interfering in whether I can get sexually pleasured. Well, maybe that you probably didn't need to know that, but I am going to admit it anyway, because I am a shameless slut after all. But anyway, fuck you, Slaanesh. Aerith Kyle all the way. And besides, I prefer Authority anyway. She's way better when it comes to pleasure and all that. Plus, she's also goddess of beauty, so like, you know, definitely my type. Just, you know, a million times better than Slaanesh, if we're all being perfectly honest. Anyway, so, you're still replenishing, and there is a force at Hagel.
Waste my time.
Oh, I probably do, but, I just kind of want to check on your force a little bit there, and, despite not knowing, how many of you there are, or who those units are, I can already tell I'm definitely gonna wreck the shit out of you. And also, your lands could definitely use a total makeover. Just, like, leave it to me. I'll be able to fix everything up easy peasy, okay? Just, like, give me a few moments. And, all those trees will be blooming and blossoming. It'll be way better than this, whatever it is here. My point is, I'm definitely going to make things look a lot better than how things have been. And it's definitely going to take a while at Val's Anvil, just to make things look a little bit prettier. And, yeah, sure, fuck the Dread Pirates. I mean, I was thinking of being at war with them anyway because of how they're holding the sacred pools, which I should be getting to at some point, instead of screwing around in Nagorothi the whole time being at war with all of these factions that want to ruin my plans for the Witchwood, and making it look like the pristine, beautiful place that it actually is, because witches are not evil, for fuck's sake! I should know I am one. Granted, I do have some bloodlusty moments. berserker bloodlusty moments. Shut up. Anyway, unit recruited, nuclear Hawk Riders. They really should just change it to nuclear Hawk Riders at this point.
Inseparable.
Anyway,
Invincible.
speaking of nuclear Hawk
When
Riders,
we fight,
Only
you wouldn't
when
happen to have any
necessary.
nukes to counter my nukes, would you? Because,
there will
if
be
you don't,
blood.
oh, that's a shame. You don't. So, prepare to get
It will
annihilated.
be a glorious battle.
That's what happens when you make war with me, even though technically I joined the war through an ally, so, you know. Ho-ha. Not very... I don't even know what kind of name that is, but I will remember you as the first bitch that died, and also has a terrible name that I will probably never remember. But I will say it one last time, and also...
Total destruction.
Regrettable,
slaver lives
but
do not
necessary.
matter. Fuck the slavers.
Attack!
Absolutely.
And that takes care of that business. And the forge is lit, very nice. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Yeah, we're just gonna have nicer
Day's
pairs.
crafts like no other.
It had best be my turn next.
Ariel's will.
Well, I mean, when there
triumphs
isn't
once
something
more.
that will lose all of its upgrading process, sure. Now then, I believe we should also send our Darkweaver to do some military expansions, once the Forest Dragons, of course, are recruited. Let's see now, what to have you recruit? We could have the Glade Riders. Could have the Sisters of Thorn. But, problem is, I just don't know what. I mean, I'm only gonna have a slot for, well, actually that's not entirely true, but, I mean, you make me make tough decisions, and I do not like that. Let's go with Sisters of Thorn, shall we? Do we have an extra unit for... Oh, wait, hold on. Do we have... No, wait, I don't think we do in the Witchwood. We don't have the Haunting...
Spellweaver of
No, we do
Avalon.
not have the Grove place, unfortunately, so that's a shame. Yeah, bit of a shame. Anyway, let's see. How are things in Avalon? Gotta check on that. I would very much like to declare war on that bitch, but unfortunately, this game won't let me. I don't understand why I can't help dealing with other people's problems of chaos. I mean, Force of Chaos is everyone's problem, right? Why am I not allowed to do anything about it? Just because they're not focused on me? That doesn't make any sense. Oh well, it is what it is. Now then, I think that's basically all we can do at the moment, so... Alright, Cult of Pleasure. You may think that you like to be the very essence of pleasure, but you're really not.
They've come to beg for mercy, Nestra.
I am hesitant to grant it, Arahan.
Excuse me, but, I could have sworn we hired you to take care of Clan Mulder, and suddenly you're extremely unfriendly to me. What is the cause of this? Oh, treaties with, Hexwaddle, okay, aversion. The fuck are they talking about? When did I avert anything? I do not understand. What did I avert? Okay. But, since you are being so, rude and unfriendly to me at this moment, I won't give you money this time, you greedy fuck. And besides, I hired you to do a job, and you refused to do it.
Sanctity of dawn.
The frisson of dusk.
Now then, Ariel, let's see. Let's get to finishing the replenishing of the troops. There we go.
Itching for fresh
And,
battle.
I'm gonna go ahead and raise another settlement. just to weaken the cult of pleasure even further.
They will know order.
Because little do they know that, one, slavers' lives do not matter, because I certainly do not consider them to be worth anything, really. And second, their pleasure comes from pain and suffering, and also non-consensual. So, yeah, you could definitely say I do not approve of their methods.
Harmony shall reign.
So die.
The land must be cleansed.
I mean, it really does. I mean, have you seen the place? We gotta set everything on fire just to make sure that it doesn't get too contaminated around here. The Druki, for all their perverse cruelty, are just elves. Excuse me, what is that supposed to mean? Exactly? As Faye and Wan as others of their as Faye and Wayne as others of their kin, achieve victory over the Druki multiple times. I have to question what this is supposed to mean, exactly. Because I don't think I approve of it. I do not. We also got a Helm of Discord, another Eternal Guard Commander, another Elder Scout, because we sure as hell don't have enough of those. And let's get more Piercing Thorns. And, I don't know, we'll have you be better at hindering replenishment, I have no idea.
I share the forest's thoughts.
And Way Watcher, let's see if we can get you, let's get you the Endless Hunters, because we do have a few archers. And we'll also recruit one more Sister of Thorn. They'll have to be here for a couple of turns, obviously, but it'll be worth it for having a fully fledged army ready to beat the ever-living shit out of Morathi. Now then, first things first, colonize the Phoenix Gate, so that it is secured in our hands. And go ahead and get a small fortress gate built up here. Very nicely done. And I suppose that's it. We'll just end the turn. Ooh, Kindreds in Nagorothi. Sweet. How very nice that the Nagorothi and I can get along so well now. Now, Tyrion, I believe that, this is your problem, so if you would please like to, you know, deal with it, so they could stop tainting my force, because for some reason I'm not allowed to deal with it. I mean, if I could, I would. But, unfortunately, you're the only ones that could do it, so, you know. Alright, so, anyway, we'll, because I'm not recruiting Dryads at the moment. Okay, and we are gonna have to have, Tree Singer stay in, the Phoenix Gate for a little bit. And, let's go ahead and destroy this place next. Just to further fuck with the cult of pleasure.
This is a thin joke.
They are marked.
You may as well consider this the Warhammer FBI at this point.
We fight for the forest. They must know disorder. Their disharmony ends.
I mean, it's only fitting, really. I mean, they're doing some extremely unethical forms of pleasure, and I'm there to just ruin their day and actually show what pleasure really means. Ooh, okay, here we go.
Enjoyed that.
So, refined Twilight Spear or a reforged Twilight Spear? This time, I'm gonna go for reforged Twilight Spear.
For me, I am delighted.
Arahan will not treasure
The
this gift.
Sisters of Twilight.
Let's see, finish off that Piercing Thorns, and for here, let's see. Tapestry of Magic sounds pretty good, so let's go with a little bit of that.
The unbridled glory of battle. Listen.
And, let's see, just one more turn, and you will have the Sisters of Thorn ready to go. And, let's see, I think that'll be it. We are gonna have to let the sisters rest in a friendly location soon enough, though. because their forces do need a little bit of replenishment after all the fighting and the razing, the sacking and all of that, and the genocide of slavers. Oh, would you look at that? The Blue Vipers died. Shame. Before they could even accomplish the one thing I told them to do. Note to self. When orcs ask for money,
I
do not give
crave
that to
battle.
Do not give it to them.
Enjoy the rest.
Unless they're the
of
sexy
Aram.
Warcraft orcs, but
Onward,
Warhammer orcs,
together.
not really that sexy. Also, they're kind of assholes. Except Sporticus, he's awesome.
Twin
Anyway,
defenders
replenish a
of the
little bit in the
Glades.
Venom Glade, as ironic as the name probably sounds. And,
The Waker of Trees.
Darkweaver, I have a special task for you in mind. So,
Make haste.
if you would happily do that for me, I'd very much appreciate that. And then I'd also like to do another thing by then getting a Spellweaver, shall we? Or maybe I could look at some other stuff. Nah, not really. So I'll just go ahead and get another Spellweaver, Lore of Beasts. And actually, you don't have anything of importance. You have the talent of Kurnos, though, and you also have Ariel's Chosen, so... I'm thinking, what do we have here? Okay, yeah, so... Loic's gonna have another follower, so Strathot, you
One with the force.
are entrusted with your
We
own
shall
special
grow.
force. And, you will definitely have, well, first, gotta give you all of this. Get Inspiring Presence, Weaver of the Winds, obviously, and a couple of Melkos Mystifying Miasma. Let's see. Speed of the Hunter, I mean, definitely, yeah. And, let's see. Smoke and mirrors, yep, definitely. And, also, let's see. Lode's Blessing and Forest Fury. And, let's see.
Their
We are
bones
also
are
gonna go ahead and have you be the new Glamour Weaver of Loic. Congratulations, dearie. You've done well. And now to see what we can get for you. Okay. Well, I mean, you're a Glamour Weaver, so it's only fair that we have some Way Watchers. We'll get plenty of those for you for their stalking abilities and such. Assassin things and all that.
Nagash's abominations are little threat.
Indeed they
Order
are.
is all.
Alright, and definitely since I have, fucked the, Morathi's forces enough, really, I think maybe at some point I should also deal with... Almost took the words right out of my mouth. You saw your opportunity, but, oh, just a little bit too late, because now I'm going to be coming for you. You really did not think through this, did you? Oh, and I see. You think that just because I committed genocide on you, you have any right to commit genocide on me? Everyone knows none of my people deserve genocide. It's only fair that you all just die because you're Skaven. I mean, really. You were just an absolute thorn in everyone's side, and
Duty,
everyone would prefer you
adventure.
dead. Okay? I mean, geez, do they just not get the picture? I mean,
Awaiting bloodshed.
and, yeah, hinter replenishment, sure, why not? It's never gonna be used.
Awaiting
you know.
duty.
Anyway.
Looking for a fight.
And a fight you will get by killing all of these Skaven.
Mage of the Fey Folk.
And let's go ahead and get you some more Way Watchers. Excellent.
I weave the living
And you
forest.
shall continue on your important quest to deal with the ancient city of Quintex.
Smite them.
Smite them you will. Smite them
Make
you will.
Ariel and Orion proud.
I mean, that's kind of the idea. That's the whole idea of everything, really. Orion and Ariel are the main focus, after all, and we always want to make them proud. But then again, we also have the Sisters of Twilight. We definitely want to make them proud, too. Especially in Ariel's name. the queen of all queens. Although, there are some pretty awesome queens, if I'm being perfectly honest, because I mean, like, you know, Ariel's pretty kickin', and, you know, just a few other queens that are really badass and awesome. Like High Queen Khalida being one of my favorites. One of the best queens by far, after all. Like, no doubts. One of my favorites, though. Just saying. But Ariel, definitely number one. Actually, it's kind of hard between Ariel and Alariel because they're both just so damn good. Anyway, so the thing that was going to have it be a little bit more even was just a few blackguards of Nagorothi. Really? That's what was going to even the scale? I don't mean to be rude, but I don't think you've noticed what I have. I have 4 units of nuclear hawk riders, 2 forest dragons. Do you really think that a few blackguards of Nagorothi are actually going to do anything? Do you really honestly think they're going to have a chance against these absolute beasts? Literally beasts. I mean, you could try and call me out on bullshit as much as you like, but it's not gonna change anything, really. Like, at all.
Defenders of Ulthuan!
Missiles ready!
Yes!
Anyway, apparently they do not really want to learn their lessons, so, you know, just gonna have to teach them a lesson or two. So, nuclear hawk riders, I'm assuming you probably would like to be able to, demonstrate your nuclear abilities. I also see that you have a very sore lacking of nukes to counter my nukes, so, yeah, I think we can already tell where this is going. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Just saying.
Dauntless Azrael!
Also, my crazy, amazing anti-infantry units. Like, who do you think you're fooling here?
Azrael, climb!
Yes!
Blade guard! Swiftly now! We accept.
I shall go.
Oh, by the way, I have a little singular nuke to deal with your little hero there. So, if you don't mind unleashing that monstrosity upon her, that'd be great. And, don't mind if I just summon my forest dragons upon your prized and precious Blackguard of Nagorothi. And maybe also your Blackguard Corsair, since they like to pride themselves as monster hunters. Well, let's just see how they fare against a real monster. You know, like this. Yeah, that didn't go too well for them now, did it? Now, go, my little beautiful pet. Kill them all. And feast as much as you like, there's plenty to eat. Plenty of slaver lives to eat. And plenty of their blood to quench your thirst. Yeah, I think it goes without saying that they really had no chance. I don't know what the balance bar was thinking, but they really should have realized there was absolutely no chance of dealing with these beasts.
Awaiting the call.
I mean, like, who do they think they were? Soul Reaper captains for Bleach? I mean, come on now. It's completely ridiculous that they think they would be at that power level. It's just insane. I bet they imagine themselves being like Kenpachi or something like that. Craziness, am I right? Yeah. I really don't know what they were thinking. I don't think anyone can. It is completely beyond anyone's comprehension, really.
Ready for battle! Warriors of Ariel! Yes!
Orders! Yes!
Why don't we go ahead and watch this in slow motion as we watch the spell singers duke it out with the Nagorothi's supposed elite warriors. Just a little bit of slow motion action as this one cuts the back. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. Very elegant, as our people are most certainly specialized in elegance. Elegant and beautiful kills. As if a dance were being performed. And also our forest dragons, who will just eat the ever-living shit out of everything. And also have corrosive acid breath. Speaking of which, time for another healthy dose, as your medical practitioner recommends. And it works to absolute success, without any doubts in mind.
Let others die.
Ah, just perfect. Flawless victory, really. We did unfortunately lose 80 lives, unfortunately. Truly a shameful, a very terrible tragedy. And as for the slavers, we will absolutely be more than happy to dance on their corpses as we slaughter the rest of them in the entirety of the city, because after all, as I've said many times, slavers' lives do not matter. Cheers.
All was heard.
Burn it to the roots.
Absolutely, we gotta make sure that this place will look nice and pretty once we occupy it eventually.
Blessing of the forest.
And we got ourselves a scarecrow banner. Neat. Very fitting for our Dark
The
Weaver.
waker of trees.
And let's see. Why don't we go ahead and let's get you not quite, no. War dancers, blade singers, and wildwood rangers, definitely yes. Cause I mean, you got those for days, girl. And do we have
Wood
some-
Elf Spellweaver, Mage of the Fey Folk.
Okay, you are recruiting people, good. Just had to be sure because I'm never entirely sure.
The Sisters of Twilight.
And how is our tree singer doing? He doing well? Alright, his army has been replenished, so I'm gonna go over here and deal with this event first. And then I'm going to have to take care of some business at the oh-so-sacred place. And how dare they put the relic of a chaos god in the shrine of Cain! This is absolutely unacceptable. I bet it was that chaos force I wasn't allowed to attack. Those bastards! I will definitely have to deal some very harsh vengeance upon them when I get the chance to. Because I am definitely not okay with this, and oh, dear gods, what happened? Tyrion, you are taking care of the problem, right? You know, I would have done it earlier, and I would have been able to save some of your lives earlier, but unfortunately I'm not allowed to declare war on the Puppets of Chaos because they're after you, and not me, so... You know, wait, what? Oh dear, oh, Tyrion, what is going on, brother? What is going on? Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get Deus Grind to improve the army's weapons, I suppose. In other words, we'll go ahead and deal with this encounter, even though Guinevale is perfectly healthy at the moment. I want to take care of this encounter. Let's see, the Skaven cannot tunnel onto Ulthuan, but they are devious and adaptable creatures. Clan Boulder has paid a force of Druki corsairs to ferry a small brood of mutant beasts onto the shores of Nagorothi. The Molder beasts now head to gnaw at the roots of Guinevale, while corsairs pillage the elven settlements. The local shadow warriors of Nagorothi would be strong enough to hunt down the beasts if they were not distracted by the pirates. Eliminating the corsairs would be challenging, but would both end the Molder threat and buy the favor of the Shadow King. So, this makes up for it. Shadow Walker's knowledge attribute, snipe for all missile infantry. Oh, don't mind if I do. Yes, I am going to attack the Corsairs. As much as I would love to deal with Clan Mulder, don't worry, their time will come. I do absolutely have to punish the Druki even more, considering the fact that they were more than willing to work with Skaven. This does not bode well with me, okay? And, this is going to offer me force health that I won't really use, but, prepare to die, Corsairs. Prepare to motherfucking die. Although I do have a lot of dryads, but you know what? Crazy tree women get the work done. And also the one unit of blade singers. And also a giant tree man. Although we are up against 2 hydras. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 Carabdis. Is that how it said? Carabdis? Something like that. Anyway, I think we're gonna auto-resolve it, maybe? There we go. See? Perfect results. They're not even worth my time. If they were going to work with Skaven, clearly they are absolutely unnecessary to deal with. But I will go ahead and abduct them for tree food. As I usually do. Give them a little bit of a tormenting end. And let's see, Tree Singer, let's see what we could get for you. We could finish off the Wonders of the Forest, that's what we could do. And as for you, oh, no, not you. Tuduthus. We can go ahead and finish off the transformation of Kadon. And Aesorit. Let's finish training for you, so that you can efficiently train the warriors to perfection.
The living forest.
And, let's see. There should be more cultists of pleasure. Oh, there's also something at Iron Spike. Kinda wanna go ahead and...
I glide as air.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and colonize the ancient city of
Listen to the
Quintex
sounds.
for a little bit. Put up a, outpost. And Sisters of Twilight. We know that, Daldrick's lair has been razed to the ground, so why don't we go ahead and take care of Hag's grief?
The forest's vengeance!
Oh, hello, Throth the Unclean. Fancy seeing you here. I'm not even gonna bother with a lightning strike because I can easily take you here, so... BAM! And nothing like a little bit of genocide, obviously.
But necessary.
Very necessary. Very necessary indeed. Sword of Strife. Okay, Skullpake and Toxide are dead. Names again I will not even remember because they're so pitiful. Tapestry of Magic. Don't mind if I do finish that for Ariel.
How I enjoyed that.
And let's see, Forge of Death, what can you offer?
It is all I have longed for.
Why do you favor my fool
Wood
sister?
Elf Spellweaver. The woods
And
await.
let's see, now that we've got those Way Watchers taken care of, who else can do... Oh, you can do the Shadow Dance of Loic. You can't, though, which is odd, because you're basically supposed to be an even better version of the War Dancers. So that rings to me as odd. Whatever. I'll just get a mix of War Dancers and Spell Singers. Or, I mean, not Spell... Blade Singers. Sorry.
Ariel's will triumphs once more.
And, yeah, we definitely need to have the Sword of Cain be in their rightful hands. We'll go ahead and move... Speaking of which, we'll move our way along to the Shrine of Cain. Then we should probably send the Tree Singer back south to, help deal with the mess that Tyrion's, gotten himself into by restoring the land that kinda got destroyed. Oh no, the Knights of Caledor, they got destroyed. Oh, I feel so sad. Because the prince there decided to tell everyone to fuck off when the Asurrians needed unity in their time of need, and he just decided to let everybody die because he's a selfish prick. Oh no, I feel so bad for Imre, can you tell? Bye. Anyway, Shrine of Cain! I'll be reaching you soon, my lord. I will reach you, and I will allow your murderous madness to overflow me as I wreak havoc amongst the enemies that deserve it, especially those dreadful chaos bitches that decided to think they could put something in your presence. I will make them pay with absolute vengeance.
There will be blood!
Actually, we should probably colonize Hagrid so that we
Blessed by
can
the
get some
seasons.
replenishment. And let's see now. What to get you? Let's go ahead and get Tempered Rigor. Since you are going to be in melee combat a little bit. Put you back to full structure.
Reshaper of forests.
And get you another War Dancer.
Present.
And get some nice obsidian from the ancient city of Quintex. Very nice, if I do say so myself. Alright then. Move on to the next turn. Yeah, Tyrion seems to be having a few problems, especially... Oh, wait, would you look at that? Seems like Ivris is taking care of the pirates of Sartosa a little bit. Oh, they're still making ground, though. Alright, Aerith Kial, the Pale Queen. And we get some casualty replenishment rate plus 10% and Untainted Faction Y plus 4. Excellent news to hear. I love it. I really do. Speaking of, what she could probably use a little... She can lend her assistance for Kane's sake, I assume, for this important moment. Tear down that fucking artifact at once. And now... Oh, yes. The glorious blade itself. The sword of Cain. It's mine. It's all mine. And now I shall restore it to its full glory. Now then, what to do here? We have authority. We have Hecate, the dark mistress of magic. Hecate draws those who worship her to the darker side of magic. And I assume some people take it for being evil or something like that. By the way, I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be based off of Hecate, and by the way, she's actually pretty chill, intimidating, but chill. Like, she isn't evil. She's powerful, but she ain't evil, okay? Just because there's a little bit of darkness does not mean they're evil, okay? That's just some bullshit the Christians made up, and we all know how full of shit they can be with their god. No offense, good, nice Christians, but, you know, just kind of to put that out there. And then there's Cain, the bloody-handed god. The Azrae worship where they will, choosing to honor the gods that best fit their personalities. And you know what? Props to that. I love that idea. I do love that idea. Well done, Azrae. You are ahead of your time, really. Just, you know, just a little bit of genocide here and there is all, but, you know, ahead of your time. You take some, you lose some, you know. It's a little bit of a give and take. Some steps forward, some steps backwards. Anyway, recruit rank +2 for all units, very nice. Ability Heroic Killing Blow for all Glade Lords and Glade Captains. I have none of those. But I do get Attribute Causes Fear for all Elf units. Give me. I want it. Now then, with that matter taken care of, I'm so glad that we were able to get the Sword of Cain in its rightful hands. I mean, sure, it was very important for the Assyrians and all of that, but let's be real. The Azrae were the ones who deserved it all along. It's only fair. Exiles of Nehek, performing Incantation of Kassar. Forge of Starlight, the weapons... There's one domain of Athelorn regarded as the home of the smiths, the Forge of Starlight Benioth. These noisome and industrious buffs, the undisputed master armorers ply their craft with unfaltering excellence. The weapons created here not only provide a literal edge in battle, but improve the morale of those wielding them simply by their knowing where they came from. Love it. Weapons created here not only... Oh yeah. +6 leadership and +6 melee attack. I do love that. For 10 turns too. Don't mind if I do. Now then, with that taken care of... Oh, Kain. It is time that you be honored with a beautiful shrine of the sword, the Widowmaker. For it hungers and feasts upon the souls of those it slays, and it will most certainly do so in competing against that bitch Slaanesh. Because once again, fuck Slaanesh. And let's see, back over in our home territory.
Bring me battle!
Oh, you'll get battle. You'll
Finally,
have plenty of
fight!
it after we're done here. Just gotta make sure we annihilate the rest of the Skaven. And then we could safely travel to other magic force, and of course that bitch decides to run away.
What say you, sister?
I say no. We fight for the forest.
Goodbye!
They cannot remain a threat.
They are marked.
Sorry, Temple of Cain, but I had to first cleanse the place before, you know, rebuilding the place. You understand, I'm sure. Had to make sure it was tainted in blood and then, you know, remove the Skaven blood. I'm sure you find it, you know, more fitting that way, I assume. I mean, after all, you don't really want Skaven blood all over everything that
The
is precious to you.
seasons smile
Let's see, does
upon
this,
us.
oh, no, wait. Does this go faction-wide, or... Oh, for the Heroes Army. So we don't have any Sisters of the Thorn, so yeah, there is that problem. But... Why don't we get... Oh yeah, get a point for the Soul Stealer. That's a very nice idea. Why, yes, it is, thank you.
Harmony has prevailed.
Let's get some reforged Eagle Vambraces. Passive ability Hawkish Precision. Ooh, beautiful.
Freshly fashioned and perfect.
She will break it immediately.
Oh no, she
One with
won't.
the forest.
And let's see, let's go ahead and get even more powerful female warriors involved in the Glamour Weaver's army. After all, we gotta have all the servants of Loic in here. Male or female. Way Watchers being the male, I don't know why, but you know, it is what it is. And the female war dancers and blade singers. Sorry, I was about to make the mistake again. But oh well, it is what it is. And all is well once again, and we'll just have to clear things up in the south. Again. Of Ulthuan, because damn, they really let themselves get decimated here. Holy shit, Toeth is definitely pissed right now. You just let his tower fall. Jeez, Darian, you really need to take better care of the relics of the gods you honor. If I'm being perfectly honest, and oh, Eataine and Yvris have confederated. Very nice. At least the Assyrians are united once more. Just kind of need a little bit of help in managing their Paradise Island. A little bit.
Should we kill them, sister?
Stay your blade. I sense no malice in them.
But are we at war with them? Well, I mean, I guess you know what? I don't really care. I don't really care about fighting them all that much, because I definitely just want to be able to be done with this war, so yeah, we'll have peace with you, sure. I mean, we already gave you your punishment for declaring war on us, so, you know, it's only fair that, you know, at least you admit defeat. And, yep, all those, treaties happening and occurring. Alright, Tree Singer. There's been a lot of devastation in the south of you, so, I'm gonna need you to fix things up a little bit if you don't mind. Especially with the chaos influence that's being spread because of those chaos artifacts, we really need you to take care of those, so if you don't mind, just clearing those up a little bit, thanks. And let's also go ahead and take care of Storakar, or Storakor.
Attack!
Absolutely.
Just get rid of more Skaven and all that.
Present.
Get you another War Dancer.
Spellweaver of Athel Lauren.
And I see they took the Moon Shard, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send our Dark Weaver to the home territory then. And I'm gonna send her on a very special, important mission. And it will be to send her to the... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Okay, this kind of causes a slight little problem, because, you see, I don't really want to screw with Nakai the Wanderer, okay? He's my precious bae. How could I possibly forgive myself if I went against my precious bae? Okay, well then, screw that mission. I will send you as the emissary to Orion's camp, if you don't mind. And also maybe teach these bitches a thing or two about not leaving the Azray confines and doing some
of trees.
mercenary work for lesser beings in the desert instead of protecting Athel-Loren, your home, or protecting the woodland realms. I mean, technically you are, but at the same time, fuck you for abandoning Athel-Loren and its goal to preserve the magic forests. Orion, you are hereby committed for treason, bitch. And we will deal with you as necessary, even though you technically aren't ruling the faction of Orion's bowmen, and nobody knows actually where you are, so, yeah, we're just gonna have to do a little bit of a show of power as a way of
Do we
punishing
have to talk to them,
the
Nestra?
followers.
It is but a moment of your time, Arahan.
And, I'm not gonna give you money for it, but sure, we could have it. Okay, fine, that's fair. 1,000 will suffice, since I have gold for days. Alright, and we will let our brethren of Ulthuan
I
see.
share the forest
And,
fruits.
as for you... Yeah, you and I have a little business to talk.
Forest's vengeance.
So, Ulthuan, you decided to come and meet me head-on. How interesting. But also, you're gonna get absolutely fucked.
Strike them down.
Oh, well, never mind. I guess you didn't want to face me
Wherever I
head-on.
am needed.
Rude. Well, I know what you're playing at by trying to get
Lured by
everyone
song.
involved, so I'm not going to fall for that ploy. Either you face me like the elf that you're supposed to be, or you could just continue being a little bitch, and then we could go nowhere. So we'll just see how that whole thing goes down. Now then, as it was back in Avalorn, we're gonna go ahead and cannot use the world routes for some reason, but we will go ahead and go on forced march so that we can move a little bit faster. Although we could well, actually, we probably don't need to. Let's see. Ooh, Azray forgery. Don't mind if we do get some of that. And let's see, back to Nagoroth. Nagorond, whichever. Let's deal with Storok
End that threat.
And let's see, I think in this oh. I never restored my troops.
Choosing safety.
Okay, well, we're going to have to move back a
Nestra
little bit.
Arahan.
Because I
Looking for
kind
a
of
fight.
forgot to have my troops replenished, so we will take care of that, but we will be back.
Moving with grace. Haste is required.
Anyway, bring up the Elven Docks
Why
once
do we
again.
waste time?
Why do you waste energy?
I observe.
Alright, let's see now. We got plenty of archers, got plenty of war dancers and blade singers. How about we up it more with with a couple Sisters of Thorn and some nuclear warhawks. Nuclear warhawks all the way. Oh, we should also get you a hero champion, so let's see who we could get. Waystalker, not gonna get a spell singer, but let's see, Ariel's chosen. Talent of Kronos. Yeah, you know what, let's give him the Talent of Kronos.
Guarding.
And let's see, get you to full training. Eye of Kronos, Sight Beyond Sight, The Endless Hunt, Arrow of Kronos, Spread Public Order, and Sword Player. There we go. Perfect. Next turn. And, how long have I been recording? Oh, a little bit longer than I should have, but, oh well. We're at least gonna get to a good stopping point, at least. Oh, well, at least the Puppets of Chaos have been finally dealt with, so congratulations, Jared, for actually going through with it. But anyway, we are going to leave this video here, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Give that like button a stab if you did. Subscribe if you want more death in your life. Be sure the bell is tolling for thee. Until next time, rest in peace. Bye! Enjoyed today's video? Well, there's plenty more for you to enjoy here. And if you also want to support this small channel, then there is also my Ko-fi, which is available, as well as a Twitter thread that gives you my commissioning info. And if you'd like some traditional art or literature, feel free to DM me on Twitter. Thank you for enjoying the video and for your viewership.